Spiderman Miles Morales. It's an action-adventure game developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony. The core gameplay of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is the same compared to its predecessor. It features the same open world, a fictionalized version of modern-day Manhattan, which is covered in snow because the game is set during the winter. Whew, where do I start with this one? Well, to start off, I would need to say that I loved the previous release of Marvel's Spider-Man by Insomniac. It was breathtaking. Now we got all excited about this new Miles Morales with the new generation, 60 frames a second. Amazing experience! You have new skills, new suits, new gadgets. You have all the same, you have the same map, but it's full of snow now, and new things to collect and new side missions to complete. But let's get into the story, shall we? We are all excited! I can feel it! It's about Miles struggling with balancing his civilian persona and being the other Spider-Man from Harlem. So his neighborhood, Harlem, is on the brink of war with Roxxon Energy Company and a high-tech criminal army from the underground. But this time, the story is so short for the average player to get their teeth into New Game Plus as soon as possible to actually unlock everything. Wow, this is amazing! All the amazing missions where you need to swing to a location and then countless of enemy waves attack you, and in the next missions you can do that again. I can't believe that you can do it twice with the help of New Game Plus now. Awesome! About 3 to 5 hours of main story with the charming main protagonist we must love from all the movies, cartoons and comic books, am I right? This game here now is diversified because I always felt that there was something missing. Well, that void has been finally filled. Time to get woke. Harlem Spidey is here on your fingertips now. The fantastic part of this game is all the different and confusing ways to enter through a broken window have been removed for your comfort, of course. Because why should you struggle between hundreds of different ways to move from point A to point B where it can be simplified in a neatly packed linear way? Just, by pressing 2 buttons provided in front of you. That's fantastic. Remove the options because I'm too dumb to find my own way. I'm glad to see that we and the developers, like I and the developers, are on the same page. Because I truly sometimes I feel dumb. I can't play Spider-Man on my own. Please lead the way. Fantastic missions, like this searching for different signal places as you go through missions. It will sharpen your senses and make your life go by even slower so you can enjoy it even more. And for this action-packed magnificent compilement, you only need to pay $59.99. And I actually feel that I should be paying them more because I feel I'm ripping them off. I mean, can you imagine covering the whole Manhattan with snow? Because I certainly can't. Oh, and please don't forget, you also have new abilities like collecting and bursting electricity. So there are, countless of different ways to hit those hundreds of identical enemies without actually damaging them. It's like, it's a genius move. So you can even, put more miles into your controller. Get it? Miles like distance and morals. Yeah, and don't forget the possibility to turn invisible.
Whoa.
So you can just sneak attack them all without them even noticing you, turning 25-minute epic survival waves into nice 30-minute camo operation. Got into a tricky situation where you actually need to do something. No problem, turn invisible. Poof! The problem solved. Oh, of course, my favorite part in Miles Morales is the save feature. Whenever you need to save your game in the middle of the mission, like you try to clean out Roxxon Lab by not getting caught once, and saving on every other silent kill, well, those saves do not count. I made about 15 manual saves and then I failed my task. So I loaded my game and wow, yes, you can do it all over again. Because none of those saves will load at the state you saved them in. Isn't that wonderful? A new age of gaming is here, a new console revolution, a title specifically tailored for PlayStation 5, 4K 60, 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second! You want to enjoy the shit out of every frame. You want to enjoy the game without any interruptions, as much as possible. So the rumble feature and adaptive triggers, all those DualSense controller features, no, you don't want those. You don't want none of this new age mambo jumbo, so they are not available in this game. Do you know why? Because there is no time to charge your controller to sacrifice the valuable gaming time when you can lay in your couch and enjoy the shit out of Miles Morales. So okay, you probably know now what I really think about this game. A DLC backed into a launch title with recycled assets and snow smacked in the face with the full price of a new game. It's pathetic. My god, man. Mr. Miles Morales is a boring character with boring story. In fact, I made a list of adjectives specifically selected for this character, but I only narrowed it down to one: offensive. We live in a world where everyone gets offended. This guy said about this, about that. It's offensive. Well, I'm offended now. It should be a crime selling this game as a full game. I tried to give it a chance, trust me, we both did, me and my girlfriend. Both the story and the game loop. And here is what we experienced during the 30 hours of gameplay, the cleanup of the map and New Game Plus. Constant thoughts about something else when the cutscenes were playing. One of them being wondering why there is no skip button when you play it the first time. Second playthrough, only a quarter of cutscenes have skip feature. Nagging feelings of repetitiveness in every mission. Anger when mission lagged for over 15 minutes just because the waves of new enemies kept popping up. Your leveling system, although the numbers show you get stronger, you actually don't. You spend 4 to 10 seconds on each ordinary enemy. So as you see, I pointed out many things already, but everything boils down to one thing and one thing only: the value of money. And the value sadly isn't here. But it's not all doom and gloom. I actually enjoyed a lot about this game. For example, graphics are marvelous. You'd need to be blind to not appreciate how good it actually looks. I love that the streets are full of people. Crowds, masses of people walking around the street everywhere you go. City feels buzzing. It truly does. It feels alive. Everywhere there's something to look. The snow truly adds to the feel as it provides more natural look to everything. The dirt and tire tracks, everything. I love that you can unlock mods and costumes and upgrade your gadgets to make the battles more easier. There's a bit of customization between different looks and your costumes. There are tens of button combinations with different strikes, web actions, and so on. Many even depend on whether you are on the wall or upside down. But most of all, I love the fluidity of this game. The web swinging through Manhattan, it feels so intuitive and simple. As a game, this is fantastic. That part truly binds and makes what Spider-Man game is all about. The only reason why I'm complaining is the price point, okay? There are quite a few collectibles in this game, but not as many as in Mafia 2, but still. But enough of my ramble. The conclusion. The game itself is gorgeous to look at. It's a repetitive nuisance to play, with a ridiculously small value for your money as the story itself is boring and short. The game forces you to play it twice, because to unlock everything you need to complete New Game Plus. That is also required for Platinum Trophy. Most of all, I didn't resonate with Mr. Miles Morales as a character at all. I always felt that he's about to cry, whiny and emotional. I just can't. I mean, I get it, but I can't. There weren't any other memorable characters in there at all, especially boss characters. Only Mr. Rhino, Mr. Rhinoceros. Nameless goons everywhere. It's a mockery of Spider-Man's franchise. I give Miles Morales a 6.5 out of 10, but I will add my angry face in the thumbnail because I think it's an overpriced DLC. If you get this game for free, or on a discount, or at a charity auction, then take it, you know, it's a nice time with your PlayStation 5, definitely. But I really hope that you enjoyed at least this review. If you did, hit that like, smash that bell, and if you dare, subscribe as well. I'm Sillyllamaz, and thanks for watching. Till next time.